Hello everyone, this is Ron again with Strangely Normal, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. I usually do older games that are good that people have never heard of. This week I'm actually doing a game that just came out in the past week. That game is Hotline Miami. I heard about this game online on a website that I visit, and tried it out, and this game has just completely blown me away. It's so much fun, so awesome. I'm gonna choose a level here and get into this. It's a top-down beat 'em up, and it's very stylized. It's like playing through like a David Lynch movie. I'm gonna start with this one, and I will start with the intro here. This is basically, there's these little story elements that bookend each level you do. And basically what happens is your guy answers the phone here. I also see here there's a person sleeping here. That's part of the plot. I'm not going to go into that too much. But you answer the phone and get these messages on your answering machine. And what they are is these messages telling you to go and kill a bunch of people. So you go there. We are going to go there right now. This is a bit of a later chapter. And this is the fourth chapter, which, as you can see, is called Tension. One thing you're probably also noticing is also the awesome, absolutely awesome soundtrack. I'm talking over it, not really getting in the way, but this soundtrack is amazing. Now, another key feature of this, as you're seeing here, you're seeing this picture of a chicken with the word Richard. This guy wears masks, and in this game, you can unlock various masks to wear, and they each have different effects. And they have various things. Faster executions. I will be showing that here shortly. More guns. Let me pick one here. Because these have different things, like making dogs not attack you, make you tougher, get extra ammo. Let me see. No, I'm not gonna go with that. That one I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna go with this one because it's a snake and it says killing throw. Now that should make it so that when I throw stuff, oh jeez, wow, I waited too long and the guys did that. Okay, but see, I died there. When you die very easily in this game. But when you die, you just hit R and you restart. Now I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna run in here. I've done this level a few times, so I kind of know my way through it. But this game is very fast, very fast-paced, very violent. This game is not for the faint of heart. You have to be willing to put up with copious amounts of blood, but the action is so fast-paced, so just so frenetic, and it's kind of hard to get a bit of a handle on at first because it is so fast-paced. But once you get good at it, you run into stages and you just clear guys out. And I know I mentioned, like, oh geez, I messed that up. I know I mentioned the plot and the style. In this game, they are top-notch, and it goes a long way towards just pushing this game into excellence. Now, this game takes place in the late 80s. You saw that date earlier up there, and that contributes heavily to its style. I got those three guys. Sorry if I'm kind of interspersing me talking about the game in between me kind of going over what I'm doing, because this game, once you get into it, it kind of demands your full attention. But anyway, this game's style is just, it's so top-notch. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of a different approach, and the soundtrack is just awesome. And as you're probably seeing the way I'm playing here, there's actually a lot of thought that kind of goes into this. It's just, I have played this game so much and I've beaten it so much lately that I really kind of know my way, but you kind of really have to pay attention to what you're going to do in an area, because you die real easily, and you have to make sure you can run in and take out the guys you need to without dying. Now, this area I'm in right here is I messed that up. Is a little bit special because there's that one room with those guys in it with their wires and whatnot. That has a rather special thing, and we'll be doing that shortly here. Let me just get through this room. Okay, and then also, just to talk about the controls a little bit, this game uses WASD to move around, and then use the mouse to aim. And then you can also hold down shift and move the mouse around to get a further look. This is vital to scouting the areas, making a plan of attack. And then also an enemy, if you put your cursor over them and press the mouse wheel, you lock onto them. To be entirely honest, I beat the entire game without that on. But it is quite handy. Now, I'm going to run up here, get that guy. And then I'm going to come in here, shoot this guy. And then this door here, just for sake of showing you, when I walk into it, explodes and I die. It's a pretty neat little thing, but... Oh geez, I messed that up. But there is a way to get past it, and I'll be showing that shortly here. Let me just get into this. We'll wait for these two guys here. And this is really like where this game is about. It's about you make a bit of a plan and then you just kind of go. And you see if you can pull it off. Now you can't just memorize where everything is going to be, because there is a bit of an element of randomness. Oh geez, I wasn't far enough away. That was my bad. Sometimes enemies have different routes. They also spawn with different weapons in some cases. And sometimes there can be enemies that have firearms and don't. Enemies that sometimes just have different things or go to different areas. I've had more than one case where an enemy takes a different patrol route after I die a couple times. So it isn't just strict memorization. You kind of have to be on your toes, and that's part of where the game really shines. Is like sometimes you will make these plans and you'll be like, oh, I'm just gonna run and do this, and then something will go wrong and you'll have to improvise on the spot, and then it gets really tense really quick. Now you see here, I just finished this chapter. I killed all the guys, and the music abruptly stops. And this is something else that's kind of neat. Once you finish it, it isn't just boom, level over. You have to walk back down and actually see all your handiwork. And it's actually really neat, because it kind of forces you, if even for a moment, to actually take stock of what you're doing and just the carnage and havoc you're causing. Even if it's just for that little second, it's just oh wow, my guy just did this. And when you finish the stage, you get points, you get graded, and these go towards unlocking things, unlocking masks, which give you different abilities, unlocking weapons, which when you unlock a weapon in this game, it isn't like a weapon that you start with or can select. It's a weapon that has a chance of spawning. So by unlocking weapons, you unlock a greater variety of things to use in a level. Things like guns, various melee weapons. Now, then these little sections here, they're kind of like little story breaks. They as I mentioned earlier, they bookend the levels, and essentially you go somewhere, pick something up, and leave, and then you go back to the guy's apartment, get another message, go to the next level. I'm gonna try and do one more level and then probably end this, because since I'm kind of decent at this game, I can fly through things. However, when you first start, it's very challenging. You kind of have to sort of get the feel of the game. Okay, so we're gonna head into this one here. Now let's see. I am going to go with this mask. Because in this game, sometimes you can open doors and knock enemies over. With this mask on, if I would have knocked someone over with a door, it'll kill them rather than just knock them out. Ah, crap, dog. Yeah, see, that's that whole improvisation there. That guy walked in and I thought I kind of had it, and then that dog came and I had to deal with him. Take that guy out. I'll switch to a machete. Now, see, ordinarily that wouldn't have killed the guy, but with this mask it does. Now I'm gonna take that dog out. Dogs can be a little bit dangerous. Got them. But see, this is what this game is really about. It's very fast paced, very fast paced, very violent, and you really have to kind of get into the right move. Now, what I did there, that guy was knocked over. Probably saw me do it earlier, but he knocked over. I went up and executed him. That's a key part of this game. Now this room's going to be a little bit tricky, but I can probably pull it off. Okay. And see, it's very much about just kind of planning things out a little bit. I'm going to get this guy. There. Now, I move up to the next area. Forgot about that guy. Okay. Now, see, that, I actually hadn't really planned on that guy with the gun coming around the corner. I was going to run in and take out this guy. That guy came around, and thankfully I responded fast enough and took him out. That room will be a little bit different. Now, to kind of show off firearms a little bit, I'm just gonna pick up this here. Firearms, while they are indeed powerful, they typically tend to be very loud and attract a lot of attention, which causes guys to come and investigate and can lead to your death very easily. Now, I got through that fine. I took a second to wait until the guys were all kind of lined up so I could mow them down. But sometimes like entire levels will be attracted, and you can like do stuff like go to doors and hold them off. A lot of times what happens is a guy with a gun notices you, and that's pretty much it. Like that right there. I didn't notice that guy earlier. I probably should have, considering the fact that I've done this level before. Let's see. Oh yeah, see, that's the thing with guns. Because they attract guys, when you use them, it's essentially like just, well, you literally just telling guys where you are and they run and get you. Now see that that time, even though I wound up dying again, I actually ran in and immediately all of the guys. Yeah, see, the gun noticed me, he shot me. That's what tends to happen in this game. Ugh, thought I could get him. Let's see if I can clear out this stage here, and then I'll end this. But this game is for sale for $10 on Steam, and it's developed by Denaton Games. And I would suggest everyone to actually check this game out. It is just such an awesome thrill ride, and so fast paced, and everything just flows so well. I'm gonna get this gun here. I'm gonna lock onto this guy. See that? It's a little bit tricky, but I managed it. I'll beat this. And even though I just kind of made it like firearms can be a little bit of a be-all, end-all, you have to really get good with them. Many times, if you know what you're doing, melee is typically the choice you want to make because it's silent and it just generally avoids you a greater degree of flexibility. Did I forget how to get out of here for some reason? Oh, here we go. Okay, just finished that. So we're gonna end this here. I'm gonna just finish up this section here, and I will end this. So even though I already said it, this game, if you have the opportunity, definitely go and buy it. It is an awesome experience. The style's great, the soundtrack is great, the gameplay, it just grabbed me and didn't let me go. And even though it's been out a week, like I said, I've actually beaten it more than once. I've really only been playing it for like a couple days, like over a weekend, and I just sat down and just had a blast with it. So that is all for this week's episode of Strangely Normal. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see all of you next week.